Good afternoon, folks. How are we all doing today? Right, well, first of all, let me actually tab into chat so I can see what's going on. Good evening, folks. How are we doing? Hi, Corbin. Hi, Jerry. How are we all doing? And hi, Jimbo, obviously. So, today is going to be a bit of a... well, it's something new. It's something we've not done before. In that this is a new game. So obviously, usually on the night shift we play the RPGs. On the day shift we kind of just play what we want. But I do like to have a game running. And because of all the, luckily, sponsorships and everything I've been promoted recently, I haven't really had the chance to settle down into a game. I had to think about it this week, and I thought, you know what? I've got 2 days that I can start this off this week, so that's a good time to do it. And I want to give this Praey for the Gods a go. Because I do love me some Shadow of the Colossus. So, I put it on the list, and then I realised I'd forgot to put Retro on this week's schedule. So I had to take one of these off the list. So we were going to be playing this tomorrow by accident, but I've managed to sort that and we're back on Vex tomorrow. So I'm going to play this as our weekly game, as our day shift game. I'd like to say I'm good, but in a lot of pain. Just got home from work. Ooh, sorry to hear that, man. Just take it easy, chill. Get yourself in a comfortable position. Right. Cold will not... So, these are the different difficulty settings. Yeah, okay. Cold will not kill the player. Player won't drown in water if out of stamina. Extremely low health will regenerate. Enemy damage is reduced. Normal is cold will not kill the player. Player won't drown in water if out of stamina. And extremely low health will regenerate. So you've lost the enemy damage reduction. Hard cold will kill the player. Player will drown in water if out of stamina. Health doesn't auto-regenerate, and they have increased damage. Hey, Jenny, how's it going? Legendary is cold will kill the player. Player will drown if out of stamina. Health doesn't auto-regenerate, and enemy damage is increased further. So I think we should probably, for our first playthrough, we should go to, you know, a sensible, normal mode. I would go for that one. I'd be happy. Usually I like to challenge myself a little bit, but honestly, the only thing that's turning me off there is cold will kill the player. I don't know how harsh of a mechanic that is going to be, and for a first playthrough, that doesn't sound fun, so I'm going to go normal. Right. So, we've got 3 different modes. So, as well as difficulty, we also have 3 different gameplay modes. Survival. Weapons can break, but also be repaired. Hunger and exhaustion positively and negatively impact stamina regeneration. Cold resistance wears down over time, both in and out of storms. Cold resistance requires heat to regenerate and will not auto-regenerate. Boost. Weapons can break but also be repaired. Hunger and exhaustion only boost stamina regeneration. They don't have a negative effect on it. Cold resistance only depletes in storm and extreme cold. Cold resistance regenerates after a period of time. And weapons can become damaged but never break. Hunger and exhaustion only boost stamina. Cold resistance only depletes in storms and extreme cold. Cold resistance fully regenerates after a period of time. Cold does not do damage. Hunger and exhaustion fully regenerate when not under exertion. So I don't think story mode is the right choice. I think we go middle of the road. Yeah, I think we go middle of the road. Weapons can break but also be repaired. Hunger and exhaustion boost stamina regen. Cold depletes in storms, and it regenerates after a period. That sounds sensible to me. Hope we can change it mid-game if it becomes too difficult or too easy. Currently trying to get off the couch. Don't do that. Stay on the couch. The couch is comfy. Mankind is in their final days. A never-ending winter chokes the life of the world. Desperate to survive, they seek answers in legend. One that speaks of sacred isle where divine powers once grew and thrived. Leaving all behind, many set sail to exhume these ancient secrets and force the world back into its proper order. None have returned. The cold grip tightens, and with little choice, an empty, barren soul appears. The chorus sings. Ring the bells, ring the bells, ring the bells. But I have to go edit a character sheet of mine. You can only do that on your PC. You can imagine doing it in your head. This a D&D character sheet, I'm guessing. Or a different format. It was meant to be creepy. Ring the bells. Yeah, that's Hans. Big dude. RP sheet which needs to be approved by others. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's if especially if it needs to be approved by others, it's best to get that done and out of the way, to be fair. Because you never know who's waiting for your decisions for them to make their decisions, kind of thing. Yeah, BT decided to fix the bloody internet. I'll be honest, if you don't want to be laying in that, that's a terrible place to be laid down. Okay, so manual save options, full inventory. So already it's a lot more in-depth than I was kind of expecting. When someone says to me, oh, it's a Shadow of the Colossus style game, I don't expect much in the way of mechanics, but this is more Breath of the Wild. Oh, interact is that. Okay. For some reason, I thought interact was right, not circle. But if they pee in the water, it will be warm. Briefly. I don't think peeing in the sea will heat up enough of the sea to be a benefit. The cold was unbearable, so we set fires with cursed flesh, which still burns strong day after day. The fire removes the cold, but even it cannot sear away the madness that consumes some of us. Okay, so we've got bonfires. Help, I burn! I'm going to get that heat up to max. That's going to be a mechanic. That, I'm guessing, now gives us extended cold resistance. Stamina regens fairly quickly. Is that going to be a... Yes, okay. Climbing takes stamina. That makes sense. Why is it so cold I could cut glass on my nips? There are many things I can say to that. There are better things to do with your nips. Oh dear. You may change your climb controls at any time by accessing the options. I like the manual climb. That's all fine. I don't think I need to change that. I'll be honest, it's not that cold where I am at the moment. I've got my heating on a very low constant, so it's like 16 degrees in here at the moment. Peachy for me. I think it is. I actually checked my thermostat this morning. $17 degrees. Close. Turn that down a bit. That one isn't affecting my warmth, but maybe that's because my full. Yeah, that makes sense. Where to attack? Have a dodge roll. Ooh, that was a weird jump. Find 3 totems to upgrade your stamina or health. Okay. Climbable. Cutesy hoodie activated. Take that cold. Haha. Hoodies are the bane of cold. Prophets had us bring order to chaos. Vigils will free us. Ring the bells. I went to attack it, but... So, without you knowing it, that is teaching you a mechanic you're going to need later. That's teaching you a Shadow of the Colossus mechanic. Yay! Oh, you can really sail on that jump. Apparently the main character loves to give a good fisting. I can no longer go on. My grapple hook still has a couple of shots left. It would be enough to cross the chasm, latch to a couple of rocks before giving out. You might be able to repair it before it breaks. Otherwise, you'll have to craft one from wood and spare parts like I did. Oh, cool. Grappling hook, right trigger to aim. Huge. We have designated grapple points. Release to fire. Enough. Hello there, Runic Sigil. Forms, letters, lost journals, and notes of the fallen. We haven't lost any heat yet. Good. You'd say we weren't gonna until we probably look at how we repair the grapple. Rope, cloth, and ore, by the look of things. Yeah, tutorial's fairly simple, but I can already tell it's teaching you things that you're going to need a lot of. And in a way that isn't, hey, by the way. You may change your controls at any time by accessing the controller setting. I'm good, thanks. These seem actually... Maybe I will change one thing. Because jump being on triangle... dodge, sprint, drop. Try that. Yeah, sprinting with X and then jumping with triangle is kind of not intuitive. Consume food to improve the rate of stamina regen. Okay. Can we let go, please? The bindings took so long to attach. Ropes were tied on the hardened and hardened with the cold. After so many rituals, I collapsed from exhaustion, and we buried it. I'm not even sure if it's dead. The stench that comes from there is unbearable. Okay. What? Oh, double tap, okay. Okay, walking off the edge while holding your climb button doesn't make you auto climb down. Good to know. I like how the snow moves and changes as the character moves through it. Yeah, it's... I mean, this is about a 5-year-old game now. Hello, Colossus. So. Quite literally, we have to ring this motherfucker's bell. Crotch shot! Okay, there's also a fall mechanic. Gather stamina here. Oh, God! Okay. Right. Move on. Now we're talking. Now this is full Shadow of the Colossus. I've beat Shadow of the Colossus many times. And I've also beat... Oh shit, I didn't let that pull out far enough. Gotta learn to pull out better, love. Pull out game is weak. And I've also beat Last Guardian. Once. I've never actually played the OG Ico. Oh, you don't need to hold climb. Oops. Second. Those should be turned off. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. Help me! I took my hand off the controller to turn off the sponsored features because we're not. What was that popped up? Blew me eyes. I mean, to be fair, Blew me eyes is fucking awesome, so. I want to release. Try and get some stamina back. Damn it! You know what? Take the loss there. Okay, leaping. In Shadow of the Colossus, leaping is actually a better use of stamina. Not so in this. Right, grab that. Almost tempted to turn on turbo there. No, let's not. Let's play properly. Oh, just didn't connect. I'm climbing up your face. Hey, stop that. Release the satyr. Okay, so they've actually named the bosses in this one. I was wondering if that was going to be a thing. I have the melancholy vibe of Shadow Down. I do appear to be just laid out on the floor now. Oh. Oh. Your name aggro. How fast the snow built up on it. Jesus. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, that snow stopped abruptly. If you can get me up those stairs, I'm going to be... Jesus Christ. Dunk, 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 dunk. As he drags me up and bounces my head off every step. Yeah, I think the snow was supposed to stop during the transition, and the effect lasted a little too long. Timing wasn't quite on that one. One down. 6 to go. And let's face it, we know it's 7. Our next target has been decided. Genuinely, if any of this game is sparking you and being like, this is actually a really cool premise, I really like this, go and pick up Shadow of the Colossus. Such a good game. This, I mean, if without being cruel to this game, because I don't want to be in any way, shape or form, but that is, if they've only got 7 Colossus, including the training, Shadow has like 3-4 times that. We change difficulty at any time. Nope, we're good on difficulty. Thank you. I'm gonna stand near this fire. Build up some heat resistance before we head out. Hello. Glider? Yeah. A to glide while in the air using a sailcloth. Wrong button. Oh no, right button, I just pressed it too late. Alright. Equip a melee weapon and attack with X. Left trigger to lock on with melee, cycle with right. Locked onto. Apparently not dead. Left to equip bows, right to aim. Shadow of Colossus just didn't do it for you. Hard to explain why. Maybe it was how empty the world felt. I can understand due to hardware limitations. Tried playing it, but just didn't click for me. Not to say it was a bad game, it just wasn't for me. Yeah, okay. That's more than reasonable. What I will say is the reason that the world is empty is nothing to do with hardware limitation. The reason the world is empty is because they wanted that world to feel empty and desolate. I think my brain is telling me it's 17. There are 17 enemies in that entire game. That is 100% by design, and how they wanted that land to feel open, empty, untouched by humans, that nothing would dare enter this realm of Colossi. That was the vibe of the game, essentially. I honestly freaking love that game. But you may find that Last Guardian is more to your liking. That one was definitely not an empty one. That's a great noise. Oh, you've got to pick your arrows back up. Oh, okay. So one arrow is one arrow. And you must pick them back up. Holding doesn't allow multiple. No, that's the case. There could be another arrow over here that I shot this dude with and never picked. Yes, I did pick it up. And there's a little bit of a lunge if you're sprinting. A little bit of a lock-on lunge there. Know about the story and all that. Felt like I was missing something coming from 3D Zelda games. No, that's fair. Yeah, especially with how Breath of the Wilds has become. If you go back, if you'd never played Shadow, and you went and played Breath of the Wild first and Shadow second, you would definitely make that comparison. 100%. I don't think that's unfair to say. But it's... I once heard it referred to as a story told by absence. So all of the things that you're seeing in there aren't as important as the things that you're not. The things that the game doesn't say, the things it doesn't tell you. That's what you're looking at when you're playing Shadow. You're looking at these huge open landscapes where this tower, this literally Tower of Babel has been built, and yet no human exists, no wildlife exists. There's a few birds and a few desolate lizards meeking out in existence. There is no ecosystem here. This is a realm of gods kind of thing. Did they not release it on PC? I thought Colossus had a PC drop now. Look at points of interest with left bumper. There's a little bit... This is a weird thing to say. There's a little bit of a vibe in her face and appearance of a childhood friend of mine. Reminds me of a friend. Okay, well... Sorry. Gotta try it. Gotta know if it could be done. Nope, no official PC port. Can be done through emulation. Well, the benefit there, then, is if you do it through emulation, retro achievements. Well, you know what? I feel like I might have to go and do retro achievements on that now. Drop that. Way too high. Fine. That actually had a really good drop curve on it that I wasn't expecting, and I kind of panicked a little bit there. Usually in games like this, as soon as the sailcloth is up, you're in a slow descent. Sleep to improve the rate of stamina. Okay. Oh, I can upgrade gear. Okay. So they give me exactly the same, but the boots give me more stamina. So that should be a priority. The weapons we brought are brittle in the cold. Some of us have taken to crafting crude weapons from wood as it is plentiful. However, these trees are odd. Cut them down for warmth, weapons, and yet they grow back almost overnight. What tree can do that? Their roots are strange. They grow deep. Far deeper than the trees back home. I think they are connected together. Perhaps something much larger. And the other thing I really like about Shadow is the narrative is all visual. An axe to cut down trees. So there's only, I think there's only 3 spoken words in the entire game. And 2 of them are aggro. Argo, sorry. Wait, I did specifically say I can cut down trees. Currently using Steam's RetroArch, because I go through PlayStation and other games. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. The one thing I will say about RetroArch is it's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. But it is essentially just a front page for other emulators. RetroArch itself is not an emulator. What if I let that fall? Yeah. Whee! Because I hit that one, it didn't feel like it gave me any wood. So if you are looking to emulate specifically PS2, you'll be running the core for this anyway, but it's never quite up to date with the main version, and retro achievements don't usually run on anything but the main version. So give just PCSXE2 a try. The new interface for that, for the 2.0, is really good. I know what you mean. You've seen it use an operating system instead of Windows. Yeah. There's also, if you do one my brother introduced recently, I can't think what it's called, but that is basically designed to run on a Raspberry Pi as an operator, to be an emulator front end. What the hell? Can't hit shit with this bow. But I used to run RetroArch because it was nice to have an all-in-one. And I'll be honest, if I was using my Steam Deck, I probably still would, because it just makes it so much easier. But on my PC, I just run emulators. I run individual engines. Because DuckStation is so much better than anything you can get on RetroArch for pretty much everything up to PlayStation. It's not fancy. It's got very little in the way of quality of life, but it's designed to be a TAS emulator. So it runs the cores as natively as possible. It's as close to the original console as you can get. And I love that about it. But there's no graphical enhancements or anything like that. Echoes of the past are calling. Replay the past. No, I'm okay for now. Good to know I can if I need to. That's what I'm using to play Hogs of War at the moment, DuckStation. I've just recently done Army Men Air Attack, completed that 100%. On and off playing through LAPD Future Cop. Sorry, you know what? I've said DuckStation, and I don't mean DuckStation. I mean BizHawk. A turning circle is yes. And you can slow to a stop. Good. Go, boys. Okay, durability on weapons is no. Ooh, nice dodge, sir. Mine's better. I had a feeling that your shot wasn't going to line up with where you were actually aiming. No space for a bedroll. Yeah, DuckStation can do graphics. I have used DuckStation in the past, but only briefly, to be fair. I don't know much about that core. Ooh, that absence of sound really hit there. Hey, girls. Hey, Grub. How's it going? Creaking on the boat is really well done. Right. Got a second club, so it doesn't matter if this one breaks. But I probably should repair that. Okay, that takes a little bit of time, but that's fine. Okay, don't need a weapon to break boxes, so why waste your ability? Good to know. I'm assuming the roaring is meant to be a hey dude come this way. Whoa, you're a fucking death geese. Okay, well we know where we're headed. Do you land or do you circle? Wanted to get across the water. Like so far, the music seems to only be like combat. Yeah, yeah. They that's something that a lot of these kind of games do. Hello, X marks the spot. Shit me, fucking hell. Okay, wraiths exist. Possibly banshees. Let's remember that this is a world with monsters in it, and not just an open plain to go and hunt the big guys. Yeah, it feels like they use music for a purpose, rather than just, here is music. Whew. I mean, I'll be honest, I have very little comparison for Breath of the Wild. I didn't rate that as a game. I think it tried to do what this is also trying to do. I just think Breath of the Wild failed at it. It was too big of a world with oddly too much happening in it at once. And because all of it is optional, didn't care about any of it. But yeah, you can go and train your dog, and yeah, you can go and breed horses and try and get the best one, but why? Why would I do that? It offers me no benefit. Why would I go and slay the Guardians when I can just go straight to Ganon and save the kingdom? And now weirdly, I seem to remember playing a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom and not really gelling with it, so I guess I must have got a demo or something, because I know I didn't buy the game. I mean, after Breath of the Wild, I gave that a wide berth. Skyrim is so dull. Oh my god. I've tried to play through Skyrim multiple times, and I just can't do it. There's no drive. There's no urgency at all in that game. The furthest I ever got was I ran a completely modded playthrough, where I built 2 characters, and used a mod that allows you to have characters as NPCs. I built 2 twins, Ophir and Mayro, I believe was his name. Mayro was a mage, Ophir was a warrior. Set Mayro out in the world, and played as Ophir. And the whole point was, I used the random start mechanic. So is it just... Right, grab that. Oh, okay, it's total number of items. Okay, let's build an arrow out of that then. I used the random start mod, and it put me in a prison. So I made this narrative that we'd been coming home to Dawn Guard, or whatever the fucking place was called, where you get that house, because one of our the relative had died, and we were inheriting it, so we'd come home from adventuring. On the final stretch, we'd been captured. He'd ended up in the starting of Skyrim, and I'd ended up in this prison, and I had to go and find him. So I navigated my way all the way over to where the start of the game, essentially, using a survival mod, collapsed in the wild, nearly died, ended up, having to steal a horse and make a run for it. And then when I got there, he'd been at Helgen when the dragon attacked. And died. So then the game became Revenge on the Dragons. And I was really enjoying it, and I did like a little write-up of it after each session. Every time I played, I did like a little diary entry, and I took a screenshot and made it, and modified it so that it looked like it was charcoal sketching thing. End of every day, she wrote in a diary kind of thing. And I got about maybe 12 hours into it, and really enjoying it. And my fucking game, my save corrupted. Couldn't finish it. I've never played Skyrim since. But I had to... That's the length I had to go to enjoy that game. No, it's the only Elder Scrolls I've ever tried, and if the rest are like that but worse, I see no need to. God damn it. I'm wet. I don't want to know the size of the drains that water just filtered out that quick. Right, what I want to do, I want to see if you can light these. I like to wander. My attempt at Skyrim, I would get a quest, wander in that general direction, often never... Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't like it. And I understand, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I would be arrogant in the extreme to claim that Skyrim was a bad game just because I like it. But that lack of drive and that wanderlust that's kind of built into it put me off the game rather than drew me in. I think that's opened the gate up there. I played Skyrim all the way through once, tried a couple of times to complete another run, but just couldn't get into it. Bethesda made the Break All Mods update. Mod collection I was using was broken. The author was out. Yeah. I didn't open. I guess I need to... Shit me, okay, that's a timer. I realised that. Damn. Tried to be clever about that. can't light it without putting it out. Oh, that's really annoying me. I get the feeling I'm going to run out of time on this one in. Yep, I can hear it ticking. Go, 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 go! Nah. Best story I've ever heard about Skyrim is that a Yogs member, Spitting Brit, loved the game. All the way to the final boss. The game glitched and wouldn't let him complete, so he vowed to find every possible way to break it. Yep, that sounds about right. Can't climb that. Things to light at the top there. How do you climb those? Can't grip to the wall. Is this water going to come back up? Or now that I've lit all of those, are we safe? Hey Seth, how's it going? I think everybody's got a story about Skyrim. And I suppose that's what makes it a good game. Well, that answers that question. Okay. So I guess the answer is here. Can we dive? Don't need to, we can just go straight under the gap here. Yeah, I think everybody's got a story about Skyrim. And that's what makes it a great game. The hell am I going to get fire to those? Just took Pupper out for a walk. Nice. Did he have fun? It was a little bit cold. Or did they have fun, rather? It was a little bit cold out there today. We had some snow this morning around me. Oh, you're on a slightly lower latitude. He did have fun. Just a quick walk around the block. Lots of snuffling. Excuse me? What just got put out there? Okay. Next question. If I do that, and then that... It definitely goes out. Okay. Okay, I feel like I'm not meant to be here yet. I feel like I've come somewhere that I'm not meant to be. No way I can climb up those. And also all light them. So... less. Okay, alright, I see the plan. Right. Light 100 things? That was 100? Didn't feel like 100. Oh, I missed that one. Hello? So bad at this. Yeah, Grump, I had not seen that message, but as I was heading out, I thought, I'll just try my bow and arrow. Problem at the moment is I don't have any arrows. Because I wasted them all. Why is that one not lighting? I don't feel like I'm missing it. Yeah, I think I'm bouncing off the bottom rim. There we go. Okay, so that was a simple puzzle, made very hard by my own idiocy. Now we need to wait for the water to go back up. Or can we... No, we cannot. Let me in! Oh, it's going to. How nice. Thank you. Oh, didn't like that. So I think now we're going to need to press another button to lower the water again, and then go down to the bottom. That opens that, which allows us to drain the water again. That break my arrow. Good. Yeah, the plumbing in this is... The size of the pipes and the vents that must be raining that water away are pretty insane. Okay, it is possible to get locked out. Good to know. Going to be one down there. I just know there is. I've done all this and now there isn't. God damn it. Where is that? Jump on top of it, maybe? Can't climb it. If that's a button to press... Looks like a chest, so I don't think I want to light it on fire. I guess we do need to... Nothing in here I can light to get a better go at it, because it feels like walking around the corner slowly with that is a wrong plan. And then we creeping, creeping, creeping. He's got some good heat resistance. Ah, damn it. I didn't press the button. Cancel. No, wait. Don't get caught out. Technically, pilot, all snow is underwater, because snow is just water. But yes, that does make little sense. I don't think this is going to work. I'm heading over for disappointment. On the roof, I can drop on it. Nope. Okay, so what am I missing? Something I have not done. Violence does not appear to be the answer. Can't grip hold of it. No point of interests. The fact that you can't climb on top of it is kind of confusing, as if that's important. One of the funny things from Vanguard that Tex kept up. Never said water. Liquid ice. Yeah, I mean, it was liquid ice in that game. Violence is never the answer. Violence is the question. The answer is yes. No, that's fair. Okay. Can't get onto those. Only thing you can do here is go back. That then lowers the water there. Oops. Ah, I heard something. I heard something. Haha! I am smart, but not very much. I don't even know what that was. An item. Ooh, booties. -1 stamina, but +9 cold resist. Okay. I guess that's not stamina, is it? That's movement speed. Yeah. It explains the timer. Well, you guys got there before me, but I got there in the end. Okay, so cool little mini dungeon. No opposition to that. That was kind of fun. I am probably also wise going back to the fire and trying to dry off a little. I would like to be dry. Right. So, we can cook some meat. Let's do that. Oh, no Monster Hunter mechanic where you have to pull it off at the right time. That cooked all of it, okay. Bread roll, can't cook that. Obviously blue elixir. Crushed mushrooms and other ingredients. Faint glow emits from this rare seed, which consumes... When consumed, a surge of energy can be... Okay. Can't cook those. Bedroll we can use to sleep whenever we need to. There is one here anyway, so we should probably have a little bit of a nap. Jenny. Okay, I'm guessing sleeping in the snow was... Oh, is that not wet? That must be wetness. It literally went up when we dived in the water. Right, why am I getting so many emails today? Right. Let's go get... We need to keep our eye out for these small trees, because they're easy. I'm going to say it, and Jenny's going to do the thing. Oh, this is easy wood. And we do love easy wood. So you have a maximum stack size for each item, and also a maximum number of total stacks you can carry. Wait, have we come back? No, we're not back at the start. Right. Where's me map? Heading that way. Up or down? Bird, so logically up is the way to go. Clicks, ooh, map. Oh, they... Oh, they're not the Guardians, they're POI. Okay. Damn it. Okay, right. Plenty of things to take a look at around here. Right. I just take this tree down. Get me some bundles. I nearly said the appropriate word for what you call a bundle of sticks, which is not an appropriate word to say on stream. The Old English word for a bundle of sticks, or someone who goes out collecting them, has fallen out of disuse in its original term and become a very, very harsh insult, which I will not be saying. Okay. Hearing something large up here. Stomping around with his big size 9s. That looks like an arena to me. Let's grapple up there. Whoop. Hello? Anybody home? Yeah, don't use that word, Seth. Yeah. It's a fascinating word because of how many iterations it's had over the years and how it's gone from a legitimate profession, essentially, to a really nasty insult. Yes, and it is still in use as a type of meatball, an English meatball. Right. I always forget about that one. Right. Is it worth... Clear out a stack by making some arrows. Remember, what? Ill is your natural state of being, I'm afraid, my friend. How's it? Well, other than being ill, how's it going? There's some room for some mushrooms, which we can cook later. Yeet! The hell are you? I can't grapple in here. I'm gonna be damned. I need speed. Ow. If you take the first 3 letters of it, it is Jenny. But that is from a different root origin. Bites it having... Okay, right. Where has that thing gone? Is it hidden around the corner? Can I just not see it? Hell? Alright. I think that one the one that Jenny's just mentioned, is the reason why it became an insult. Are you... You just gone? Nope. 'Freaking graboid in the wall. Three shots. Annoyingly, they don't seem to drop anything. They're non-climbable, so we've lowered... Oh, I see what's there. There's a sneaky door. Guessing we can't get in yet. Well, that's why it's a fascinating word, Jenny. Because it's had so many iterations and so many derivatives. There's not many words get so much mileage, essentially. Except for the word set. S-E-T. One of the most versatile words in the English language. Idol. Gimme. One more. Oh, okay, that just... There is an item in there. Okay. It's becoming like the N-word now. Allowed to use it to call each other, but no one else. I don't agree with that. I mean, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because I don't agree with boycotting language. Intent is more important than word. However, you ain't going to hear me saying that word. One of my favourite ones was, there was a guy in an interview with an activist. And he was saying it's unfair that certain people are allowed to say that word and certain people aren't. And the guy just went, okay, so say it. Like, what? Just say it. Right now, live on air, say the word you want to say. Well, you know I can't. Just say it. If it's that important to you to be able to say it, just say it. And the guy's like, well, no, because this, that, and the other. Like, yeah, fucking dickhead. Do I light those? Is that what I've got to do? Seeing anything I can gain a light source from? Oh. I think I messed up. I think I need to get them to spit on it. Why did I choose that terminology? God damn it. You know when you say something, and then you glance over at chat and you read who's in chat and you're like, that was a stupid thing to say. Someone's going to pull me up on that. Whee! You respawn? Please tell me you respawn. Hello? Okay, so they can't be the solution then. You can't respawn them. What is that? That's just the wall up there. What am I missing here? Push it, can't climb it, can't interact with it. Those do nothing. Ooh. Fall distance is not great before you take damage. The word was taken back. Never used and replaced. I mean, that depends who you ask, I suppose. I assume there are still quite a lot of people who use it, both positively and negatively. I mean, the fact that it is still a product, and that they haven't changed the name of that, tells you all you need to know about its usage. Yeah, I'll be honest, I've got a friend who uses it. Only ever only ever as an insult, but only ever jokingly to friends. And people who are not the usual designation of that term kind of thing. He's called me it plenty of times. But that's just, you know, closed circle friendly banter. He wouldn't do it, as far as I'm aware, to anybody else out in the open and whatnot. What am I missing? Is there something I don't have? Feels like I've got to light those up. But I can't. I need cloth to repair. Oh, this one's got me stumped. Leave that one for now. I want it to be left trigger to aim and right trigger to fire, and it's not. It's right trigger to aim, release to fire. Hello. You're an interestingly climbable wall in the middle of nowhere. Nothing on you. I mean, it's possible I get something later that'll allow me to do that, but for now, I can't see a way to resolve that one. That was the wrong button. Launch myself at a wall. Like I say, I mean, I would never advocate violence against somebody who uses language, but people deserve it, let's face it, if they're going to use it willfully. I mean, I'll be honest, my next door neighbour, I'd love to give him an absolute... because he is a racist. I'm sick and tired of hearing him playing on his Xbox, screaming the N-word at the top of his voice. But he's just one of those people. Violence against him isn't going to fix who he is. What in the name of all that was holy is that? Took a Gauss shot to the face. Yeah, he does it because he thinks he's cool. What is that? I'm going this way. It's not that. But, you know, he's can't keep down a job, had a kid at 16... broke up with his missus 2 days later. Lives with his parents. He's a trash human being. I'm not going to waste my energy on him. Base, right. Sadly, ignorant people like that still exist in the world. Think that shit's funny. And it just ain't. This thing. Oh, I see. The goddamn satyr. Think we can make it past? Never did investigate that POI. Never found out what it was. Where the hell did that go? Oh yeah, no, he does not give a crap. Later. He is not interested in me nor my shenanigans. Something up there. Let's get some stamina back. We can climb this. Good. I'm not bumping it, Snoot. Hell with that. I want to live. That guy sniped me across the map just to show me he was there. Look, he wants my bones to make his broth is what he wants. Oof, that was close. Here somewhere. Okay, so that's literally the dungeon I've already done. POI was because I'd already... The blacked out POI was because I'd already done it. Roger that. So, I guess we... Oh, we have bullet time. Oh, if I'm in aim and I jump... Whoa. That's cool. Oh, yeah, shit, that's on durability, isn't it? I was kind of spamming that because I forgot. Probably should repair that and then not be an idiot with it. Okay, I've kind of lost my bearings. We were heading south. Now facing north, so it's that way we need to go. Just occurred to me, this wind flap probably has durability as well, doesn't it? Really, I've got to be careful with what you spend. Okay, you know what? We don't need the cold resistance right now. And I'm definitely feeling the stamina drain more with those boots on. Needs to be up and over that mountain. Is that way? Is that the one we've already been to? Breath of the Wild, but I hate that ever since the open world feels we need to add in a glider and climbing stamina. I don't know if this was out before Breath of the Wild. I don't think it was, to be honest. But yeah, it's definitely around that time, and a lot of other games are now doing it. Which it feels like, oh, you're open world, you're a Breath of the Wild clone. Only the most loyal follow the twisted riddles of the prophets. How anyone can make sense of what the people say is beyond me. There are a few of us that see them for what they really are and are banding together to find a way out of this. If you find this note, please understand. We tried to write this. Oh, hello. Give me. Yes. No. How do I... Exit that. I would like more stamina, please. I would like to be able to do more things. Health in games like this is often a crutch that you do not need. Is there something down there? Relatively close. Seeing it there, so I'm guessing it's right down on the floor. The camera likes to just do what it wants. This was early access 2 years after Breath of the Wild. Wow, okay. A lot later than I thought then. I'm now constantly paranoid that someone's going to spit purple goo at me. Ah, an ice arrow? Okay. Ah, okay, you're going to teach me the mechanic for these, aren't you? That's what's going to... how do you... Arrow. Yes. Okay. Fucking hell. That scared the crap out of me. I want my mushrooms, please. I also want to hold right bumper to sprint. And it's not a circle. Okay. That hasn't opened... God damn you! Get back here. Not wasting arrows on you. Oh, they give that phosphorus, which I'm guessing helps us make those arrows. And another idol. So, what do we think that did? Sounded like it opened something. I don't think you're meant to be able to see that, if I'm honest. That doesn't look like it's meant to be visible. You open. Aha! Heavy gloves. Knight's glove. -1 plus, so that's better combat gear. Okay, well we don't need that while we're in. Good to have. And does that mark that one as clear? I guess we won't know till we go outside. I always forget Skyward Sword exists. In my brain, it's Twilight Princess straight into Why is that one not marked as a dungeon, but that one is? Straight into Breath of the Wild. I just always forget Skyward Sword is a thing. And every time I think about that era of Zelda, I just think, oh, man, I really should go back and play Phantom Hourglass again, because that's a cracking game. Ever did play Spirit Tracks? Oh, that reminds me, actually. I want to go quickly check something. Never mind, because I haven't got that open. Oh, yeah, I'm crafting these. I haven't got any room for them. So, how do I craft arrows which I don't have in my inventory? Yes, it would be... Did I leave that phosphorus behind? Where is it? Oh, you can't drop the entire stack. You've got to drop them one by one. That's really tedious. And it seems to move it every time you do. You can't craft something there. How do you craft arrows? Right, well, either way, we've got that sorted. Speaking of the eras of Zelda, did you hear that the original Switch is 19 years old? Yes, yes, I am. I'm often very, very aware of the age of consoles. I mean, 19 is not true. I'm guessing they've made a typo or a mistake somewhere that's... yeah, that sounds like it's a troll. Because 19 years old is closer to PlayStation 2 than it is to Switch. 18 is PlayStation 3, actually. So you're talking Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 for 19 years old, which means probably PS Vita as well, but I think that came a little bit later. PSP was 2005, if I remember. So that's 20 years old now. That's right, folks. PSP is 20 years old. We are old people. Okay, so how do I craft the ammo I need? Go and do that. No, shit, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you're old, Sath. That's right, you're old. When we were at the pub together, and we were all joking and talking about people's ages, you do realise I was 6 years clear of the nearest person to me in age, right? And I was nearly 20 years older than the youngest person in that group. I felt old. A poor lass who was sat next to me. She said she was born in 2001. I'm like, that's illegal. You're not allowed to be born in 2001. That's just not allowed. Right, well, yeah, we've got to go south. Got to go south. Yes, PSP is old. PSP and the original DS came out in the same year. They released while I was at college in my first year. So, no, they were announced in my first year. They released in my second, I think. So, 2005, 2006. Making them nearly 20 years. Pilot guy, you're not old, you're decrepit. There's a difference. Am I going to get past this guy? Am I just going to make a run for it? Does seem like I've got to go that way. Yeah, I remember a friend saying, you know, are you going to get a PSP? I'm like, no, I'm going to get a DS instead. And he got a PSP first, a DS second. And I ordered my DS from Praedator. He is on that shot. I I ordered my DS from Play.com, which no longer exists because it's now something like Rakuten.com or something. It cost me £180 with a game, Mario Kart. And it was delivered the day before the console was due to release. So I was able to take it into college with me and show off to all my friends, because I had the brand new DS. They didn't. But the game didn't arrive with it. So all I had was the built-in stuff and the demo for Metroid Prime Hunters. I never got a PSP. I've got my Vita on my desk in front of me. I use it as an emulation box. But I never actually went and bought a PSP in the end. Oh no, DS Drawing app and the DS Chat app were monumental. You have to buy a dongle so that you can allow it to go online. It's great. And honestly, the DS has my second favourite Zelda, which is Phantom Hourglass. Honestly, I think it has the best version of Resident Evil 1, because it had some additional puzzles and everything built in on the touchscreen. And still, to this day, the best Mario Kart. Mario Kart DS was absolute peak. Lost count of the days now. They all blend together. As our numbers begin to dwindle, I worry that what will become of us. Storms are getting stronger. I'm not sure many of us can survive this cold without proper clothing. Clothing, then. And I still have my original DS, but sadly it doesn't work because I tried to... The case got damaged and I tried to recase it, and for some reason it just won't turn on anymore. It worked absolutely fine. I took it out of the case, it worked fine. I put it in a new case, stopped working. No idea what's happened to it. I need to go and see if I can get that repaired. I always show off my dongle. I used to have a what was called a Dolphin dongle back in the day. And it was a security app for your PC. Any computer it was plugged in, it would automatically install the Dolphin software. And it had a fob that would go into that just attached to your keyring. And if you walked out of Bluetooth range, the entire PC locked, and you couldn't get access to it. And even if you removed the dongle from the back of the PC, it locked. So I was the only person who could use that PC. Which really pissed everybody off at college who was trying to prank me. Did your DS have the case crack that meant that the screen wouldn't stay up? Yes, it was the the top of the shell was snapped open. It had been left in the sun, so it was bleached to all hell. It had a Snorlax sticker on it. And then when I opened it to see what needed doing, the hinges snapped as well. So I was a bit annoyed about that. Okay, make a fire to stay warm. That is my intent, but I do need to get to a place where it is sensible to build a fire, and not just build one willy-nilly. It looks good. So I actually went and bought a replacement. I went and thought, you know what, until I get this fixed, I'm just going to go and buy a new DS. And I went and found one original. Same colour as mine. I thought, that'll do. That's brilliant. I'll use that. Holy hell, that didn't work very long. And I opened it, and it was great. This works. And then I closed it down again, and then the next day I went to open it to actually play it, make sure the games ran, and the hinges snapped. So then I thought, right, okay, well, I'll go and buy a replacement case for that. And it worked, and I took it out, and it worked, and I put it in the new case, and it stopped working. So, I now have 2 DSs, neither of which work. Oh, you cannot use the glider safely up here. That makes sense. Oh, we are in mega storm territory. Let's abuse and use the wind. Let me alone. Storm sucks. How is this canyon not... I suppose it's coming in that way. Oh, now it's changed direction. Great. You can't go forward because the wind's coming towards me. And how far into this storm am I? I think that brings me out of the storm. Let's pull the fire. Whew. Well, that didn't go well. Could have gone better, could have gone better, could have gone better. Right. So, I don't actually know where to go now, because I don't know where this Colossus is. Immediately was coming this way, but I've not found it. Try heading up there, I guess. One more of those. Actually, does that help me stay warm if I set my axe on fire? Seems to. Oops, wrong one. So is it just a case of go too high, instant storm, or is... yeah. Right, okay. Well, we have some clothes that are slightly better storm resistance, so let's put that on. Let's go up here. Hey, look, a deer. Oh, that was a bad shot. Took that. Yeah, okay. One shot doesn't kill a deer, no point using those, but I bet you get a lot of meat off them. Tree. Good. Stock the wood. And an idol. To my brothers and sisters, it is done. We have staved off oblivion. Though we come from different clans and our beliefs brought us the same conclusion. No one will know of our sacrifice. We may never see peace. But we were sent as heroes, and our efforts will let our world see another day. Okay. So I still don't know where I need to go. Right, which way's north? That way's north. Whee! Hello, dear. Miss me. That looks interesting. Let's go and climb up that. Idol. Game. Right. Okay, let's head back. This statue. And see if it gives us any guide where we need to go. That tree's really bending. Jesus. Would not want to be flying in that kind of wind speed. Pilot guy, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I can only recall the memories or... nothing, so there's no point in doing that. Is it? Am I supposed to be going towards that light? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? That would probably be sensible. Hello. There's a POI down there. Please let me climb. Please let me climb. Thank God for that. Woo. Holding it doesn't work. You've got to click it just as you land. Another idol. Sometimes they're in really obvious places. And I like that. Scale half a mountain in a single cast. I'm not landing in a cross... You're right. You can certainly try to land in a crosswind like that, but you ain't gonna do it. Although, to be fair... I've seen some of those 747 and Airbus pilots land in a crosswind where they're coming down at a 45-degree angle just to land straight. That was fucking nuts. Oh, that's... Ooh, a fire. Oh, Lord. Right, let's cook some food up. Like how she seems completely unenthused by everything. Spanish pilots are like bush pilots. Runways are optional. It's a nice to have, not a need to have. I could call 3 up at once. Nice. Let's make some arrows while we're here. It's like the joke about the Gurkhas, isn't it? The British forces set the Gurkhas to task and like, we're going to drop you in behind enemy lines, 1,000 feet. You're going to go in, take out the enemy's communications, and get yourselves out. We can't pick you up. Gurkha chief goes, I'll have a word with the lads, but I don't think they'll do it. Walks out at room at commanders. Gurkha saying he don't... You know, Gurkha kind of refusing an order. That's unheard of. That's insane. Commander comes back and says, We'll do it if you drop us at 100 feet. We're not doing it from 1,000. 100 feet? Yeah, 100 feet. Your parachutes won't have time to open. Oh, we're getting parachutes. Okay, yeah, no problem. 1,000 feet. Right, where are we? Gotta head north. We gotta head north. I would like a compass. Well, I don't need a compass. There's a big light in the sky. Yeah, the other joke about the Gurkhas is one of my favourites. During World War II, German commander sees guy at the top of a hill, fortified position, heavy machine gun. Perfect defence. But it's just one. Goes, it's a Gurkha, but I reckon we can have him. We'll lose a lot of men on the climb, but if we take that position, that's a massive win for us, and we knock a Gurkha out, which is a, feather in my cap. He sends his platoon up, 100 men. Here's the shots fired and the screams and the shouts. One man comes crawling back. What the hell happened? It was an ambush. There was 2 of them. You do not mess with the goddamn Gurkhas. Remember a similar story? They didn't want to leave after the mission was accomplished. Yeah. We'll pick you up at this point. We'll find his own way out. It's 300 miles through enemy territory. You reckon you should drop us in 400? Yeah, Gurkhas are... I mean, the SAS are the best of the best. Let's face it. If you want to train your elites, you bring in the SAS. But you don't fuck with the Gurkhas. Even the SAS are like, maybe not. Brother always told me a story that the SAS don't have any equals. The only one who's even close is German Delta. And other force that is often recognised. So they don't really have anybody they can train against on equal footing. But they see that as a good thing. Because they don't want to train against people on equal footing, because nobody is equal to. They want to train against people who aren't on equal footing to see how they react. How do you deal with a force that isn't as good as you? So they have basically carte blanche permission to just go into any army regiment in the wherever they're staying and just be like, we want this regiment. We want this squad. We are taking them. To use as training. Not to train the squad, it's to train the SAS against that squad. And he says, my brother's, his regiment was picked and his squad was picked. And they basically just flew them out into the jungles in Kenya. Dropped them in the middle of absolute nowhere. And said, get home. Good luck. We are hunting you. My brother lasted 9 hours. Because, holy fuck, the SAS are the best of the best. Going to be a terrible idea. Why do they do this? Could be safe here. Hello? Can you not? Please? Oh, that Holmes. Yeet. They hurt quite a lot if you get into melee with them. Probably pop some food there. Right, where's my beacon? Up there. Probably give me an 8-hour head start. Yeah, probably, to be fair. They are not known for playing fair. Serialized TV show about them that's been put out in the last couple of years, and I keep meaning to go and watch it. It does look quite fun. And it's kind of the origin of the Special Air Service. How they came into being, and the clip that I keep seeing around. Hello. I think I found one. Okay, right. Drop that. This guy's gonna spew at me. Oh no, this guy's gonna coherent beam at me. Lasers, we don't like lasers. Yeah, I can see you. I'm just waiting for my stamina. Oh, that is not an appropriate situation. I don't have the arrows to deal with that. Okay, I think I've come to the wrong boss. I don't know how to build the arrows I need for this. I don't have a crafting recipe for them. Testing. Yep, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense as soon as I thought about it. Oh shit, what are you doing? Bombardment, I see. Dick. 2. Ow. Lady, stand up. You're the wrong thing. Go, 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 go. Stamina back. And then run, run, run. Move while he's doing his spits. Remember, this is just phase 1. This is just to get on the damn thing. Specifically avoiding the usage of the word mount, because Jenny is in chat. Right. Go. That not work. Okay. Now he's going to invert and make me go 180. There's a binding around him just here, and we can probably regen stamina by standing on the spikes. Tap, 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 tap. Forgot about the tap. My guy, do you want to chill for a second? Oh. Right. Okay, I kind of expected there to be a... There it is. Ding dong, motherfucker. Yeah. Yes, Saf. Basically why I decided to play this today, because I've got the urge to play Colossus, and have never actually played this one. Why did I do that? I just nearly dropped myself off that. Shit. No way to get back up, is there? I'm gonna have to head back over here. Oh no! I can see the shadow. I don't like it. I think that's down. Tiniest sliver of health left. Let's get that in me first, so that I can live. And then that. Ow! I'm alright. Damn it, wrong button. I done goofed on that one. Whew. My instinct is to drop and then glide back on, but I feel like that's not the right thing to do here. Hello. I found the other one. Ding dong! Just waving it around like you just don't care. Grab, grab. Stamina, 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 and go. Where's this last binding? Down the bottom there? There it is. Hopefully this is the last anyway. Knock, knock. Goodbye. The Devourer. That's fun. I like that one. In Colossus, my favourite bosses were always the serpentine ones, the one under the sand, the dirigible above the desert, even the eagle to an extent. They were always the coolest ones. Oh, the underwater one was a nightmare, though. The big Leviathan that you had to make bang into the towers. He was a nightmare. Makes you wonder how many of those frozen faces with arms used to be Titans. Colossus, whatever they're being called in this one. Did the wolf drag it somehow manage to drag us all the way back up here again? No, the wind, the snow just does stop that abruptly up here. Twice now. How are you dragging me all the way up here? Ah, good boy. Oh, that's the one that's lit up. I thought the lit up one was the one we'd already done, but they vanish when we beat them, don't they? Upper is good boy. I shall call him Torgal, because he reminds me of the one from Final Fantasy. 2 down, 5 to go. Okay, well now we know to follow the very obvious sign. We know where the next one is. I saw the bird and I just followed it. I'm good for 5. I reckon I could take it. Right. Manual save, yes. Oh, are you telling me that that had no autosave? Oh, that would have been fun. Things could be 2 things, Jenny. Yeah, that had no autosave. That would have been hilarious. Power cut and have to start again. Oh, that was an excess stamina. Okay, right. It was a second little stamina bar thing. Hello? Map of that region. We've missed so many maps. It's lit up, but the other one's not. Apparently I must have hit that one at some point. I was sure how.
Framgangur hefur röðsk og hafið uppstígu sína til himins. Nú eigi tími að gefa upp. Frelst þú þá öll. Frelst þú þá öll. Þá eina megum við rétta framliðið og fullgjöra eftirkomanda. Skund þú að verki þínu.
Okay. Nothing there. Guess we need to kill another god before that becomes a thing. 2 platforms are down. Weapons but broken. I suppose I could dismantle them. Gives me resources to repair the sword I've got if need be. Kind of want to jump into the middle, and I feel like that's a bad idea. I feel like I should definitely save before I do that. Good. Those back. I need some... Oh, I can grab a pouch. Okay, right. I need to go and hunt 2 leather to get 3 additional storage slots. Okay, that's a sensible thing to do. Mystery Mist has never done anyone any harm. You're right, you're right. Not going to lead to a Dark Souls boss at all. Honestly, I kind of imagined this to be the final boss room. Once we've woken up these 3 and done whatever stage 2 is, I imagine we'll fight the final Colossus in here. Okay, nothing else around the periphery. Right, so let's go and see if we can knock out another Colossus. We're heading that way today. Jumping doesn't, like, usually you kind of want to jump onto a ledge to gain a bit of a height advantage before you start burning your stamina. But in this, that doesn't seem to be the case. Jumping uses way too much. Good at climbing, gotta give her that. Right. That way. Avanti! Allons-y. Glad you don't have to hold. Oh, look on his back. Oh, what? Oh, you can only manual save back at the base. Okay. Right. No guts, no glory. Let's go! I guess I gotta knock him down first then. I expected a shockwave, I had to jump over that. Ooh. Ah, he's not slow for a big chap. Oh, okay. I'm alright. Damn, I let go of my grip. No, but his rush attack is kind of annoying. Damn. Sir. Desist. Oh. Ow. Okay, bail before that one. I'm alright. I'm glad just walking over you doesn't hurt you. Gonna get in time on that one. I fucking adore that stumble animation. That's great. Then one more. Night night. Right, first things first. Let's upgrade those. And let's repair everything we can. Don't want the break. These are our last set. We need some ore for that. Put this here, so that's fine. That stuff. Let's drink you. Base. Where does it go? Take up 2 slots in there. Deck type. That. Oh. What is that? Could be a hookshot. Good shout. That's the one I've been... that's the one I've been using, so let's drop that. It is. Path with the big brain. A soul hookshot. Okay. I wonder if that lights those soul banisters. Braziers. Right. I'm not qualified to provide the help you need. Fuck you. Oh, we can manual save anywhere, but only in safe spots. Good. I wonder if it's an unbreakable version. I doubt it. Maybe it's just a stupidly durable version. There is a button down there, so let's go see what's in that cave. Yes? I'm drifting. Help, I'm drifting. Touchdown! Open sesame. Okay, let's wait till that's a little higher. Go, 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 go. Could be longer range, yeah. Really give much in. Is there a way to view more info on them? help button just gives you a general overview. Soul hookshot. I think it's probably just durability. The feeling you have to climb across that and swing. Pull that down there. Okay, well that's the max range of that one. Let's test. Yeah. Okay, so it's a timer thing. But right now I want to go down there. Get the shiny, shiny, shiny. Like a shiny. Luring it was easy. Containing the beast proved difficult. Maybe blinded. I may have blinded it, but we found it still very sensitive to sound and touch. Okay. There, and some ore on that side. Oh no, just different type of mushrooms. Wonder if they're stamina shrooms rather than health, with it being green versus red. Okay. So we do have to do it on the other one. I'm going to aim as high and as right as it will let me. Apparently, it didn't vary. It's slightly long. Oh, that just sucks. Right, go. Holy shit, that momentum. Dun, 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 dun. The hang time on that was insane. You felt like I was just stood on air. Where'd it go? Baphomet. Sensitive sound. Better run. I think the one of the four-legged one down on the beach in Shadow of the Colossus, probably my favorite Colossus. He was a fun fight, and if you get on his leg right and wait for him to step in the right place, you can have him launch you up onto his back. Right, I see the plan. Go, 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 go. Are you going to charge at me? And do what I thought it would. That sends him away, not towards. Roger that, Seth. Thanks for joining in. Been a pleasure to see you again. Give all my love to the pupper. That's not a bind point, is it? Can't get him to charge it yet. Oh, do I have to lure him in and get him to stamp on the button himself? Are there lights over there? Ah! Okay. I did have the right idea. I just didn't quite stay on it long enough. Dun 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 dun. One down. I had to guess. I'd say there's going to be one on his back and one on the other side. Grab it. Right, to restore some stamina and nearly fell off there. There's the other side. Damn it, just not enough, like one frame off. Reckon the other one's going to be on his muzzle. Oh, no, because we climbed up there and we didn't see it. Got to be on his back, right at the top. Climb. Bye then. There's the other one, right on his forehead. I can see it. Here, biggin. You ready for a run up? Fuck, he moves quick. Oh, you've got to do all three. You've got to break it open, look. Okay, right. Next. Oh, he mad. I done made him angry. Yikes. Thought you weren't going to go over then. Damn. If I'd have realised what was happening there, I'd have had time to do all three. I think. That's not the end. Shit. Fourth one. Or did I miss one on one of his sides? Okay, that one's crumbled. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Back there. Did I not tag one properly? And the other option is check his belly. Oh, okay. That kind of hurt. Got it. Give him belly rubs. Can you not grab this one? I guess you got to do that every... Okay. Ah, that's annoying. Couldn't get out from underneath him. And he done stomped me. Damn it. Collect that. Been there. Yeah, I was expecting it to properly grapple. And I think you've got to drop off and get one hit and then drop off and get another hit. And I think it's going to be a case of that. Probably don't get stomped on is a good idea. I think I might put that into effect next. To be fair, I was trying to avoid his feet. He just turned at an angle I wasn't expecting and stomped me. Hang time! I love that. That's so much fun. I could do that shit all day. That loss of stomach feeling you get when you're right at the peak and then drop. Right, so let's get the belly first then. I thought he charged at me then. I don't know why, I suddenly thought he was right on me. Okay, one. Come on, Beth. Let's go. Two. Also seems to be damaging his frond, crest, carapace, whatever you want to call it. So we do the head last. Oh, I did it too early. Clever boy. Go on, take out that other pillar for me. That was closer than I would have liked. Oh, he didn't stay down. I think it broke his head and that made him miss a phase. Yeah, it did. Oh, okay. All 3 pillars? Nothing happens? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, it turns out I did the head wrong, essentially. What I should have done was 2 on the belly, grappled the head to kill that one, let him charge the wall for the 4th time, get the belly, 5th time climb up, take the other 2. Damn, just not enough like I thought. Ah, no, I let go. Grab. Ooh. Fact, smart about this. I'm not smart. Damn. I thought I might be able to grab hold of that. I was trying to get round to it. Is it too much to ask to have this kind of thing in Monster Hunter? Is it really too much to ask? Because god damn, this is just so much fun. Imagine climbing up Jinder hard like this and actually having to attack his weak spots. I'm wrong. Go that way. Give me Yamasukomi or Dalmador. This level of mechanic. That was a really good... I'm not going to toot my own horn there, but that was a really good bit of maneuvering to make him force me to roll the right way to get onto the back so that I could build some stamina up. That was played for and got, is all I'm saying. My Colossus instincts kicked in there. Now, Azura Magdaros was meant to be a dungeon in a monster. I want actual scalable monsters. Like climbing up and taking out the weak spots on Huvataroth's armor to shed the gold plating. Or picking open weak spots in Yamasukomi, or, you know, climbing up and taking out the part of the teeth, the fangs, and ripping a fang out on Dalmador. That's very close to the mouth. Poor big guy. I'd love a Monster Hunter Colossus. I'm sorry, Beth. I can't... The wording that they've used so far is that we're freeing them. That they've been bound. Oh, the pool is getting... deeper. Okay. The dog is getting bigger. Him now, big pupper. Yeah, he saved your life, love. He's not a pet. Do not mistake this relationship for this of convenience for friendship. That is still a wolf. And then there were 4. Doggo got bigger. Doggo got very bigger. Every time we kill a Colossus, the pool of life water is filling further up, and the doggo is getting bigger. Him now, he's now dire wolf size. I'm gone from pupper, the woofer, the boofer. Alright. Right, guys. Well, unfortunately, that is where I'm going to have to call it for this one today, because I have a little bit of a schedule alteration to tonight. So that is going to be the end of this stream. So thank you very much for joining me on that one. It's been a pleasure. I will not be back tonight for Three Houses, because I have a Warhammer game scheduled in. It's going to be a 2v2 with myself and a friend Coatman versus Wasted Space and Avicern. That's going to be over on Wastage channel, starting in about an hour's time. So I'm going to go grab some food, and make sure I'm ready for that, get everything prepped and make sure there's everything done that we need to get done. I also will be not on tomorrow evening either, because I've booked in some overtime. So the next stream from me is going to be re-retro tomorrow on the early shift schedule, where we'll hopefully be finishing up Vex. And yeah, busy boy. I'm always a busy boy. I don't have days off. If a day off for me means go out, do adult stuff, and then stream twice. I stream for 8 hours on a day off. It's kind of insane, but it works for me, so. Right, so, in the meantime, I am going to send you all over to see Mr. Wasted Space, who apparently is doing some fish tank prep stuff at the moment, while I am assuming he's waiting for Avicern to show up. They'll be doing some prep for their armies, and then we'll be jumping in about an hour and a half's time. So, not that adult stuff. You're not here, so I can't do adult. Can I? Think about it. Come on, Jenny. Right, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I shall catch you all later. Have a good one, and see you next time.